So go ahead and have a seat on your mat. We're gonna start with glute bridges. Roll down with those abs. And if you want to use the TheraBand, go ahead and wrap it a couple times around your hand. I'm gonna wrap it 3 times around one hand and 3 around the other. And then I'm gonna place the band on my hips. So you can make this as tight or as loose as you want. And then you can put your, and then just go up and down. Just squeeze your butt at the top, push through those heels. We're gonna do 10 repetitions. Exhale at the top, inhale as you go down. Make sure your chin is up. You're not looking at your knees, you're looking up at the sky or your ceiling. And just make sure you're squeezing your butt at the top. Make sure don't pooch out that belly at the top. Make it nice and flat. Got some funky birds out there. I have a lot of birds in my yard. They like our plants. All right. Done with that. The next exercise, get on your side. We're gonna do side lying hip raises. So make sure to get that hip up. You're pushing up with that shoulder. You're not sinking down. And don't look at your legs. Look straight ahead. Hopefully you're looking at me. You can do this with or without a band. Totally up to you. When you're done with those 10 reps, flip around on the other side. All right. Get the hair out of the way. Your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulder should all be in line. Get that hip up. And 1, 2, 3. Look straight ahead. 4. Breathe. 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 2 more. 9 and 10. Awesome. All right, stand up, grab a chair, and we're gonna do single leg deadlifts. Make sure you grab a sturdy chair so it doesn't fall over. All right, so I'm not holding a chair here, but I want you to, and you'll see why, because, whoop, there I go, I fell over. So I'm holding on to my leg, my bent leg for balance, but I would prefer that you hold on with your hands with the chair. And you can do this with or without the band. I like using it with a band because I really feel it more in my hamstrings this way. So this works your hamstrings, which is the back of your leg, and also the glute. And I'm just tapping down with that toe. I'm hinging from the hips. I'm not looking straight down, but I am looking a bit downward. And don't rush it. Really think about what you're doing. It's called a mind-muscle connection. We're gonna do static lunges. You have the option of using your TheraBand or not. Totally up to you. If you want that extra resistance, go ahead and grab that TheraBand. All right, we're gonna go up and down for 10 repetitions. Now that front leg, people have asked me, I can't get that front leg completely straight. And that's okay, because that's pretty much physically impossible. So just wanna make sure that that back leg is far enough back so that that front knee is not going excessively over your toe. It's okay if it's over your toe. And you don't have to have your knee touch the ground unless you want to. But the lower you go, the more you're going to strengthen your leg and burn more calories, and you'll notice that will be a lot more difficult. Make sure you switch legs like I did. You can reposition that TheraBand if you need to. Again, we're only going for 10, and I want you to count, so go at your pace. You don't have to go at my pace. All right, so now when you're done with your 10 reps, get down on your mat, go on your side. We're gonna do side leg lifts. Now the option, you can use this with or without your glute band. If you decide to use it, make sure to put it right above your, actually let's do this. I'm gonna put it above my knee, because what happens is if I put it below, it tends to like right up. All right, so my toe is pointed downwards. I'm leaning forward, but I'm pulling my leg up and back. Again, 10 repetitions. Chin up, don't look at your leg. Look straight ahead, because you don't want to crook in your neck. Make sure you're breathing, and make sure you're drinking lots of water. Stay hydrated. You're done with those 10. Flip over to the other side. So make sure you're not sinking into that elbow. Push up. Keep that shoulder active. And 1, 2. We're going for 10. 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Stand up. We're going to do single leg deadlifts. Make sure you have your sturdy chair handy. All right. So we're going to face the chair, similar to what we did before, but we're hinging from the hips and we're going straight down. No band needed. And that front leg is slightly bent. And you make sure your shoulders aren't rounded. As you go down, you look down. As you come up, you're looking more up. That way your neck is neutral. And make sure that back leg is straight. So the front leg is slightly bent. When you're done with those 10, make sure you switch legs. And 1, 2, 3. I like to point my foot. 4, 5, 6. Make sure you're going down with control. 7. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2 more. Last one. Great. And I like that one. I held it at the top for a little longer. All right, lay down on your mat. We're gonna do alternating bridge marches. You can remove that chair out of your way if you like. So we're gonna do alternating. So we're just gonna do one, then the other. The option is to put on your glute band if you don't want to, or if these are difficult enough without it, you don't need it. It's totally up to you. It's your workout. Go at your level. And I'm gonna go ahead and add a little more resistance. So I'm gonna grab that TheraBand. I'm gonna wrap it 3 times around my hands. I'm gonna put it on my hips. I'm gonna push my hands into the floor and I'm gonna go up. And I'm gonna alternate the other leg up. And I'm gonna make sure my hips are up. So I'm just marching, I'm looking up. And alternate, and my foot is flexed. I'm seeing how high I can get those hips while squeezing my glutes. My chin is up, I'm looking up, and you're almost done. You got this, you're doing awesome. All right, go ahead and get up. Put away your bands, remove them. Have a sip of water, and stand up. We're gonna cool down with some stretches. So let's go ahead and cool down with some stretches. I'm gonna stretch the quadriceps, which is the front of the leg. So balance. You can grab a chair if you want. And make sure that both knees are bent. The legs, the quads are in line with one another, and I'll show you from the side. The goal is and you want to keep the standing leg bent to protect your spine. So you want this heel into your butt, and then if you can, tilt, do a pelvic tilt, squeeze that butt. Again, don't let this come forward. Now you're getting even more of a stretch, and if you can grab with both arms, hands, pull the shoulders down, back and down, squeeze. Ooh, that's a lot of work. All right, let's do the same thing on the other leg. So we're going to get your balance, grab that foot, bring it together in line, heel to your buttocks. Okay, again, line. See if you can get a little straighter, balance, squeeze the butt, pelvic tilt, shoulder back. Can you grab with the other hand? A little taller, squeeze. Now you should really feel that quad getting tight, doing a nice little stretch. Slowly let that down. Let's stretch out the hamstring. So flexed foot, hinge from the hips, flat back, don't round, that'll release the stretch. Flat back, and then you want to rotate your torso so that it is in line with that foot. And I try not to have people go like this because then they round and that doesn't do anything. So again, flex foot, flat back, and just reach with your chin to the middle of your toe. Can you flex a little more? And go a little bit outward toward your pinky toe to get your IT band. Center, tap down, roll up. Let's go ahead and stretch the other hamstring. And with a flexed foot, can you flex more, and then rotate that torso in line with that foot. Flat back, maybe, and pull that butt cheek up. Yeah, you really feel that hamstring when you do that. Nose in line with toes. Hinge from the hips, lean forward with your chin, not your arms. Shoulders back. Rotate externally toward the pinky toe slowly. Don't do too much. Center, tap, roll up. Let's do a nice little stretch, little back bend, hands behind the butt, shoulders back and down, squeeze the butt, look up, back bend, just a little bit, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Very nice. And then definitely let's go ahead and stretch out those glutes. Get down on your mat. This is my favorite glute stretch because it is extremely effective. So when you go down, let's use those abdominals. Let's use your entire body. Roll down with those abs. Slowly, carefully. Don't slam your body. All right. Knees bent, feet flat on the ground. Bring one leg over. Try to get this to 90 degrees if you can. If you're here, maybe push the leg a little further out, this leg further out. If you got pretty good hip flexibility, maybe you can bring it in this much. All right. Next thing you want to do, put your hands through that hole, grab onto your shin if you have pretty good flexibility. If not, hands behind the hamstring and then pull. So I have pretty good flexibility in my hips, so I am going to grab my shin, chin up, look up, and feet are both slightly flexed. Look up and pull. Again, make sure this isn't this way, it's this way. I have a bee hovering above me. I'm checking it out and watching it right now. It's pretty. So I'm feeling this right here. If it's too much, you can just go in and out of the stretch. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Stretch out that other glute. Again, if you're here, you want it at 90, and if you can't get it at 90, push this leg back so that you're at 90. All right, so then hands to the hole, grab the hamstring or the shin, lean back, flex those feet gently, look up, chin up, make sure you're breathing, lower that breath, lower the heart rate. Can you pull in a little more? If it's too much, you could just swing in and out. All right, both feet down. And let's just windshield wiper those legs. I just love the way that feels. It's just like a nice stretch. All right. And then inner thigh stretch. Go ahead and get up. And for this stretch, I like to take my shoes off. So go ahead, if you have your shoes on, take them off. All right, put those feet together. So this is called a butterfly stretch. So I'm kind of moving my legs up and down as if they were my wings. And again, if you're way up here and your shoulders are up, you want the shoulders back and down, and then you want your feet down. So if you can't do this, just scoot a little further back or push the feet a little more forward. So as you do this more often, you will get more flexible. So you always want to do your stretches at the end of every workout. Never do it before, because even if I did this stretch at the beginning, there's no way I could get my legs this flat. There's just no way, because I would be too tight and I'd be more likely to pull something, and we don't want to harm ourselves. The whole point is to get healthier. All right, so let's see how close I can get. And then if I want a little bit more of a stretch, I'm going to take the palm of my hand, I'm going to put it right here above the knee, not on the knee. You never want to put pressure on the joints. I'm going to pull my shoulder back and down, and I can get it all the way to the ground. Now I actually do this stretch every single day at the end of my workouts. And I do at least a mini workout, leg workout, every single day. The crazy ones I do twice a week, but I do a mini leg one every day. I just love it. All right, sit up tall, cross your legs, and just do a little massage. So let me know if you like this workout by giving me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. And one thing to remember is just to make sure, maybe double check to make sure that bell is tapped. Otherwise, you won't get any notifications when I publish a video. And make sure to drink lots of water all day long. It's really important to hydrate, and when you hydrate, it will actually fill you up, and you may even eat less. So if your goal is weight loss, make sure to drink as much water as possible. Have a great day. Hope to see you soon.